At one of the narrowest maritime choke points on Earth, the margin for error is measured not in miles, but in minutes. The Strait of Hormuz channels nearly a fifth of the world's oil supply through a corridor barely wide enough to absorb disruption without consequence. The danger is not simply that ships may be delayed or diverted, but that even a brief interruption here can trigger a global cascade, where fuel scarcity, shipping delays, and economic instability amplify each other faster than response systems can adapt. The analytical reality begins with throughput density. This is not just a busy shipping lane, it is a constrained system operating near maximum capacity. Tankers move in tightly regulated lanes to prevent collision, guided by maritime traffic separation schemes. What is often misunderstood is that efficiency at this scale reduces flexibility. When a single vessel slows, reroutes, or becomes immobilized, the entire flow behind it compresses. Unlike highways, ships cannot simply change lanes or exit quickly. The system's rigidity becomes its vulnerability. Many assume that global shipping networks are resilient due to their size and redundancy. In practice, critical nodes like Hormuz function as bottlenecks with limited alternatives. The hidden science lies in network dependency. Maritime logistics operate on synchronized timing between ports, refineries, and distribution centers. A disruption here does not stay local. It propagates outward as delays stack across interconnected supply chains. Fuel shipments arrive late, refinery outputs shift, and downstream industries begin to experience shortages not because production stopped, but because timing failed. Evidence of this sensitivity is seen in historical disruptions, where even minor incidents caused disproportionate ripple effects in global markets. Shipping insurance rates spike, vessel speeds are reduced for safety, and rerouting around alternative paths like the Cape of Good Hope adds weeks to delivery schedules. These are not minor adjustments. They represent a breakdown in just-in-time logistics that modern economies rely on. The system is optimized for efficiency, not shock absorption. The survival implications extend far beyond maritime operators. Energy availability underpins transportation, agriculture, and emergency services. When fuel supply chains slow, the impact reaches hospitals, food distribution networks, and power generation systems. The overlooked principle is lag effect. The disruption at sea may occur instantly, but its consequences emerge gradually, often catching populations unprepared because the delay masks the severity of the initial event. Escalation occurs when secondary constraints emerge. Ports begin to backlog as incoming schedules desynchronize. Storage facilities reach capacity or run dry unpredictably. Freight costs surge, forcing prioritization of essential goods over non-essential cargo. This creates uneven distribution, where some regions maintain supply while others face sudden shortages. The imbalance increases systemic stress, making recovery more complex and slower with each passing cycle. At the core of this dynamic is a structural fragility rooted in concentration. The more global systems rely on narrow corridors, the more sensitive they become to localized disruption. The Strait of Hormuz exemplifies this principle with extreme clarity. It is not merely a passage of water, but a critical artery where flow stability determines global continuity. When that artery constricts, the entire system feels the pressure. As global demand continues to rise, the throughput in such choke points increases, pushing them closer to operational limits. This reduces the buffer against unexpected events, whether mechanical failure, environmental conditions, or navigational constraints. The transition from stable flow to critical disruption becomes faster and less predictable. In this environment, survival is no longer about avoiding disruption entirely, but about understanding how quickly systems can fail when constrained pathways are overloaded, and how rapidly adaptation must occur once that failure begins to propagate.